Every major quantum computing company is racing toward the same destination using wildly different physics, and Microsoft is betting on the strangest approach of all, a particle that isn't quite matter and isn't quite empty space. That chip is called Majorana 1, and it represents an entirely different foundation for building a quantum computer than what Google or IBM are doing. This video breaks down what makes this approach so different, how the underlying physics actually works, and where the project stands today. Let's get into it. First, some context on why qubits are so hard to build in the first place. Every approach to quantum computing faces the same fundamental problem: qubits are extremely fragile. Tiny vibrations, temperature fluctuations, or electromagnetic interference can cause a qubit to lose its quantum information, a problem called decoherence. Most of today's leading quantum computers, including Google's and IBM's, use something called Transman qubits, built from superconducting circuits, and they rely heavily on quantum error correction to fight off this fragility, essentially grouping many physical qubits together to protect one unit of reliable information. Microsoft chose a completely different path nearly 2 decades ago. Instead of building fragile qubits and correcting their errors after the fact, Microsoft set out to build a qubit that resists errors at the hardware level, meaning the physical qubit itself is inherently more stable, before any error correction is even applied. This approach is called a topological qubit, and it's based on a theoretical particle first proposed all the way back in 1997 by physicists Alexei Kitaev and Michael Friedman. Now let's get into the physics, because this is genuinely one of the strangest ideas in modern computing. Topological qubits are built around something called a Majorana zero mode, a special quantum state that emerges at the ends of specially engineered superconducting wires. Here's the key idea: information stored this way isn't concentrated in one physical spot. Instead, it's stored non-locally, spread out across the topological structure of the material itself. Because the information isn't sitting in one vulnerable location, small local disturbances, the kind that constantly plague other qubit designs, don't easily disrupt it. In simple terms, the protection comes from the shape and structure of the system itself, not from constantly correcting errors after they happen. To actually build this in a lab, Microsoft had to invent an entirely new category of material, which they call a topoconductor, or topological superconductor. This material is neither a solid, liquid, nor gas in the traditional sense. It exhibits an entirely new state of matter. Microsoft built it from a stack of indium arsenide, a semiconductor, combined with aluminum, a superconductor, engineered and fabricated atom by atom. When this material is cooled to near absolute zero and precisely manipulated with magnetic fields, it forms topological superconducting nanowires, and Majorana zero modes emerge at the ends of those wires. Microsoft published this research in the journal Nature, demonstrating both the creation of these exotic quantum states, and just as importantly, the ability to accurately measure them, which is essential for using them in actual computation. So what did Microsoft actually build with this technology? Majorana 1 is described as the world's first quantum processing unit powered by what Microsoft calls a topological core. At launch, the chip contained 8 topological qubits. But here's the important part: it was built on an architecture specifically designed to scale up to 1 million qubits on a single chip. That number matters enormously in this field. According to Chetan Nayak, a Microsoft technical fellow working on the project, any serious quantum computing approach needs a credible path to roughly 1 million qubits, otherwise it hits a wall before reaching the scale needed to solve genuinely important problems. Microsoft argues its topological approach offers a real path to that scale specifically because the qubits are more stable by design, requiring less error correction overhead than competing approaches. Now let's talk about where things stand more recently. In June 2026, Microsoft announced an updated chip called Majorana 2, describing it as improved partly through the application of artificial intelligence techniques during development. It's worth being balanced here. That announcement was met with real skepticism from parts of the scientific community, due to limited data being released publicly and a lack of clarity about exactly what specific advances were made compared to the original Majorana 1. This is a useful reminder that quantum computing claims across the entire industry deserve careful scrutiny, and Microsoft's topological approach is no exception, even though the underlying physics represents genuinely novel science. So why should this matter to you, even if you're not a physicist? If Microsoft's topological approach eventually works at scale, the applications it's aiming for are significant: designing catalysts that could break down microplastics into harmless byproducts, modeling enzymes to improve agricultural production, and developing materials that can effectively repair themselves. More broadly, Majorana 1 represents a genuinely different scientific bet in the race toward practical quantum computing. Instead of scaling up more qubits and correcting more errors, Microsoft is betting on physics itself doing more of the protective work up front. Whether that bet pays off before competing approaches reach the same scale is one of the most interesting open questions in quantum computing today. That's Microsoft's Majorana Topological Qubit chip explained. If you found this useful, make sure to subscribe for more tech deep dives, and I'll see you in the next video.